Hello, welcome to the Rancho Mirage Observatory construction update. Today's date is July 31st, 2017, and I'm Mark Sambito, your Public Works Director. Since we last spoke in the last episode, we've poured the concrete, and now the crews are slowly stripping the old forms away. On the right, you see that the crew is inside the form, taking the inside of the sandwich out, if you would. Slowly removing that so as to not damage the form and the concrete itself. The crew's been busy preparing the columns for concrete as well. The columns now look like white cardboard tubes with a square box on top. Inside that is all of the reinforcing steel. That is called a sonotube and is just that. It's a cardboard tube made to hold the concrete. They'll pour the concrete in the top, vibrate it down to the bottom, and then when it hardens, they'll just cut the cardboard off, and what remains will be a circular column. That column is going to hold up the skywalk, which will be the walkway that leads to the actual telescope. The crew, in order to get access to so many parts of this, are using a boom lift, the big blue machine. That allows them to get in between some of those columns and work at a height of about 14 to 16 feet off of the ground. Because of our desert environment, on this day it was about 110 degrees working. Some of the workers were inside of those forms, unscrewing bolts and pulling nails, and in the bottom of those forms it was well over 120 degrees. For that reason, you'll see they have a ventilation fan and a yellow hose if need be, to get air down to the bottom of that 14-foot hole. We're looking down and seeing what the workers see at the top of the ladder. You can see where the top of the concrete was for the last pour. What you'll find is the workers on the left are pulling out one of the plywood forms. Because it's 14 feet down and in a fairly small area, you don't even realize that there's a man down at the bottom of that. Once he gets that piece of plywood out, he's certainly going to be quick to come up the ladder and get some fresh air. This process is performed over and again in order to remove all of the forms from these columns. This will be the entry into the observatory and the public deck space. On the left, that round circular building, if you recall, is going to be the restroom. So again, our observatory is really starting to take shape. They will continue to pull the forms off, revealing the concrete underneath. So please join us next time as we see more and more of the observatory unveiled and more of the steel placed for the framing of the deck.